Hi everyone, I'm Chen. Thanks for joining us and welcome to the IEM Industrial Equipment Manufacturing track. Later on, we will talk about a new dimension of machine vision. And here is our topics today. First of all, we will start with the third wave of machine vision, then followed by the adoption and the application. Then we will talk about the accelerators of machine vision and end up with the opportunities and challenges of machine vision. There are several waves of machine vision. The first wave is industrial automation. The productivity, accuracy, and yield rate drive the demand of the machine vision in electronics, semiconductor, and food and beverage industry. And there are some typical applications such as gauge, guidance, inspection, and identification. And the new technology in this moment is the digitizer and the transition of the CCD to CMOS. Then we move to the second wave, the Industrial 4.0, not only focus on the manufacturing process, but also the energy efficiency, collective, and the big data drive the demands at this moment, and they impact all the manufacturing process and industry. And there are some rising applications such as robot vision and the traceability. And the combination of 2D and 3D and IoT protocol is the focus and key technology at the second wave. Then we move to the third wave of machine vision, the AI, artificial intelligence. With the new user interface and new user experience of AI will drive the demands for all industry, not only for the manufacturing, but also for the medical, for the security and smart city application. And they focus on the both video and audio analytics. And definitely the deep learning is the key technology in the third wave. Then there are many different focus and application in machine vision, and is the visible enabler of IoT industry. And if we divide the technology and application into two indexes, the first one index is the maturity, and the second is the adoption level. For the mature market, since 1990, the machine vision started with the application for the identification in pharmaceutical, automotive. Then in the middle wave is the long-term growth of machine vision with the new industry like electronics, food and beverage, and the new application. It enjoys the longer-term growth in the middle wave. Then for the early adopter, there are some cutting-edge technology like deep learning, like AI and 3D will drive the demand to close the chasm of the early adopter. At frontier of industrial automation, there are several accelerators of machine vision. From the technical point of view, the IoT combination of AI and 5G and sensing is the driving force. From the economy point of view, the deglobalization because of the trade conflict and remind us to think about build the ecosystem and facility worldwide. And from the infrastructure point of view, the cloud service definitely will be the accelerators. Some big company like Microsoft or Google, they provide the microservice for the end customer, and with the different license model, then this will be another accelerator of machine vision. Then machine vision is not only the technology, but also an application. There are lots of elements in machine vision. Let's start with the sensing. Sensing is the foundation of the machine vision. With the visible and non-visible lighting with different spectrum, it is able to sense different physical phenomena like distance, temperatures. Then go to the intelligence. With the combination of AI and rule-based, is the perfect combination for the machine vision application. Because of some application like the AGV and VGR, the lightweight is necessary, so the coprocessor will give the more intelligence feature at this moment. Then go to the networking. Because of the interface and protocol are two important features for the networking. So the new interface like Ethernet or like 5G with the different protocol IoT, in IoT like IO-Link and OPC UA. Then we move to the dimension. In the past, the 1D and 2D machine vision is the majority. with the rising of different sensing technology, the 3D is getting more and more important. Then move to the ID. In the past, the identification is only used for the finished good, for the traceability. Now it is implemented for the whole production line. And it's not only for the traceability, but also for the OEE, overall equipment efficiency. Then we talk about the new combination and example of the AIoT. It bridges the 5G, AI, and sensing in industrial IoT. The feature of the 5G and the networking give a wide coverage of the sensing technology. It helps the factory to get and collect more data in the factory floor. Then go to the process. There are a lot of sensing and sensitive devices and sensitive control in the control process, like PLC, like robot, like AGV. So with the low latency feature of the 5G will be the technology and drive the demands. And they move to the AI because of the high bandwidth and wide bandwidth of the 5G, and we can have a lot of analytics function and high bandwidth application like AI, analytics, or the predictive maintenance or visualization at this moment. So these are the application and example of the AIoT. Compared with the conventional AOI solution in manufacturing process, the whole visual intelligence solution to optimize the quality in manufacturing line is the new approach. From the supply chain, the AI-enabled camera can have the eco-partner and ecosystem to have a visual inspection solution with the digital report. Then move to the production line. The AI-enabled visual inspection solution and have the operator to assembly the product with the better accuracy. And meanwhile, the AI-enabled visual inspection solution can reduce the AOI, overkill, underkill. Then move to the customer. The OCR function with AI feature can identify and recognize different language character with the learning features and help the traceability functions. The machine vision goes to the 3D, is creating another division of the machine vision. Let's take the electronic devices for example. In the first process of the PCB, SMT, and DIP, there are a lot of quality issues at this moment. The 3D cameras can help to identify several defects, like in the solder pads, for example, the crack, the solder pads defect. They move to the assembly process. With the 3D, a new dimension is able to help the robotics and PLC with the better flexibility. Then when we move to the final process, the finished good inspection, the packaging and logistic, with the RBP function, random bin picking functions, and the dimensioning function and 3D volumetrics, we can help the warehouse automation to next level. Then the new approach, a new era is the cloud service. From the end customer, from the end user and consumer field, the cloud service will get more and more attention, also in machine vision. So there are several elements of the machine vision in cloud service. The first one is the core and key of the factory flow. It's the machine, process, flow, and access. Then goes to the edge computing. There are several functions in the edge computing. The authorization, because of more and more connection between edge and cloud, the connection need to be secure. So authorization is one of the major functions. Then the sensing is very important to collect, to acquire the image and data from the machine process. And then goes to the application engines. Application engine is like the algorithm and is kind of rule to detect, to analytics the result for the edge computing. And the gateway is in charge of to handle the event and message between edge and cloud. And because of the feature of the cloud computing, there are more and more bandwidth and computing power, no matter in public or private server. So there are several cloud service, for example, AI and analytics, the storage and the visualization functions in cloud service. With the combination from edge to cloud in machine vision, we will create another new era of the machine vision solutions. The trade conflict and COVID-19 will accelerate the digitalization and increase the demands. there are several considerations. The first one, the factory. The factory needs to be built, distributed, and unmanned. And the second one is the ecosystem. With multiple ecosystems and best value, every year will help the process. And the third one is the marketing. With the localized marketing to get more attention in local is getting more and more important. So these are several considerations for the deglobalization. Then even there are a lot of technology and accelerators of machine vision, there are still some challenges. The first one, fragmented. Machine vision is comprised of different technology and made the system hard to unify. And the second one is the complexity. Because of the lighting, lens, optic, cameras, and software, there are a lot of technology and make the system so complicated. And the third one is the learning curve, because there are a lot of combination and cooperation between software engineer, hardware engineer, mechanical engineer, so make the system with the longer learning curve. And in spite of these challenges, there are still some opportunities. For example, the active quality assurance and predictive maintenance, and the cloud service with the open stack, with the open software stack, there will be more and more edge devices in the machine vision. And with the new subscription business model, will also increase the opportunities in machine vision. Because of the opportunities, challenges, accelerators of machine vision, definitely it will go to the next level. Thanks for your watching and stay tuned on Advantech IoT Virtual Summit.